Okay, so today is day 29, October 29. And we're starting off with some Barbell Bench Press flat. This is a warm-up set.
So what's a warm-up set?
95 pounds.
Lifting lighter weights for a few reps before your main working sets. Typically 1 to 3 sets. Gradually increase the weight towards your working load. So usually 2 sets is what I do for a warm-up set.
Give it 10 reps. Now we're going to move on to 135.
Can include dynamic stretches, mobility
Okay,
drills, and light compound
now on
movements.
to 135.
And 95, 135 is kind of like my warm-up sets.
Second warm-up.
So yeah. And it's good to get the joints ready for your major lifts. So when you're doing your working set, it's like makes it easier rather than harder. And it just fish out the ego. Okay, you're benching is perfect form.
Reps. Okay, so now we're benching 165 reps. This will be our first working set.
So muscles worked primarily pectoralis major, chest, main pressing muscle, anterior deltoid, front shoulders, assist in pushing, and triceps brachii extends the elbow, which is why we do warm-up sets to get the joints ready.
Give it to 10 reps. First set done. Okay, so now we're benching 185.
Benefits of doing bench press first. 1. Maximize strength to output. Bench press is heavy compound
4 reps.
movement. Doing it first ensures that your chest and shoulders and triceps are fresh, so you can lift heavier weights safely.
Okay, so now we're going to be benching 205. I currently weigh like 157. So almost 50 pounds more than I weigh. I never bench pressed 205 at a liquid training. Just out in this body. So let's do it.
2. Better form and safety. Fatigue from prior exercises can compromise shoulders and or elbows positioning, increase injury risk. 3. Prime chest for other exercises. Doing bench press first activates the chest, triceps, making the follow-up exercises like dumbbell chest flies or machine presses more efficient for hypertrophy.
Okay, so now we're doing set 3. Not set 2. Of 205.
4. Strengths to hypertrophy balance. First lifts target strengths, later isolates the exercises target the muscles pump and growth.
Can we do one rep of 205? Total 3 reps. Okay, so now we're doing 95 pounds on the bar. This will be our burnout set.
A burnout set is training techniques that use to completely fatigue a muscle at the end of a workout. Often when you train your main working sets, it's designed to push the muscles beyond normal fatigue to maximize hypertrophy muscle growth and endurance. How burnout sets work. Typically done after the main sets of an exercise. Use lighter weight or body weight. Perform to fatigue as many reps as you can do with good form. Can be done with short rest periods or as part of a superset circuit.
Okay, this is 20 reps for the first set. Burnout set. Okay, now we're doing 95 pounds for set 2 of our burnout set.
Summary. A burnout set is a final high rep to failure that has fully exhausted the target muscle, boosting gross endurance and pump.
Hopefully we can get about 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we did 15 reps, set 2. Done. Chest is very pumped. Okay, so now we're going to do a warm-up set. And now we're going to be doing some barbell deadlifts. Today is hamstring day. So we did 6 reps. We're going to jump up to 135 for set 2 of the warm-up set. Okay, so now on to 135, which is our warm-up set. Okay, we did 6 reps. And then we on to our working set. Okay, so now we're doing 185. This will be our first set.
So primarily muscles worked. The gluteus, the maximus, the main hip extensor. Hamstrings assist in the hip extension and stabilizes the knees. Erector spinal lower back keeps the spine straight and stabilized. Quadriceps helps the knees extension, especially at the start of the lift.
6. Okay, we did 6 reps. First set done. We're going to take a 2-minute break and do set 2. Okay, so now we get to set 2 of 185 pounds.
Secondary stabilizers muscles worked. Trapezius, upper middle fibers, stabilizes, support the shoulders and bar. Rhomboids assist the scapular retraction. Forearms/trip muscles hold the barbell. Core, abs, and obliques stabilize the torso and prevents rounding of the spine. Lats help the bar close to the body during the pull.
Reps. We'll take a 2-minute break and we do set 3. Okay. So now we're on to our set 3 of 185 pounds.
Key points. Deadlifts is a hinge movement that emphasizes glutes and hamstrings, works both strength and hypertrophy across the posterior chain. Proper form is crucial. Neutral spine, engaged core, bars close to the chins. Variation sumo, Romeo, trap bars. Shift the emphasizes slightly. Sumo deadlifts more quads, less lower back. Romeo deadlifts more hamstrings, glutes, and less knee involvement. Trap bars deadlifts more quads, easier on the lower back.
Okay, so now we have 135 pounds on the bar. I'm going to do our first burnout set.
Summary. Primarily glutes, hamstrings, ectoral spinal quads. Secondary traps, rhomboids, lats, forearms, and core. Why is it effective? Full body compound lift for posterior chain, strength to size, and overall function power. And that's why we're doing burnout sets, because after our main working set, it becomes a lot harder to do more reps, and that's why we lower the weight. So when we do our working sets, burnout sets, we allow to push more power and hypertrophy.
We did 10 reps. First set done. Okay, now we're going to do our set 2 of 135.
Summary. Primary muscles worked are the glutes, hamstrings, erectile spine, quads. Secondary muscles worked are traps, rhomboids, lats, and forearms, and core. Why is it effective? Is because it's a full body compound lift for posterior chain, strength, size, and overall function power. Which is why I love doing deadlifts.
Okay, we did 10 reps, set 2 done. We could do some barbell rows to the back. Okay, so now we're going to be doing some barbell rows to the back and biceps.
So main muscle groups, primary muscles worked are lats, rhomboids, traps, mid and lower traps, lower back, rear delts, biceps, forearms, grip muscles. And that's what the barbell rows work.
Okay, 6 reps, 135. Okay, so now on to our set 2 of 135 rows.
Now I love doing barbell rows. We are doing 135, which is quite heavy for me. This is actually amongst the ego lifting stage of barbell rows for me, because we are doing 135, and at home the lever bell machine doesn't equal to the same strengths as a barbell.
We did 6 reps. Okay, so we're on to our set 3.
Also, we are sponsored by HTLT Supplement Company. As you see the water bottle on the screen right there, there's a discount code for 50% off, code LIFE, used down below in the description. And that's where I used to have my coffees. And you can kind of see it's starting to get a bit difficult as we complete the reps.
The 6 reps.
Now we are on to the machine leg press, vertical leg press. And the muscles work are the quads, glutes, and hamstrings. You can position your knees to different positions, so the bottom works primarily more quads, while glutes and hamstrings are positioned in the higher platform, which emphasizes more on the hamstrings. And right now we're doing the machine leg press for 325 pounds for 10 reps. And that was hard. Now we're on to our set 2. Now we're doing 370 pounds. We're shooting for 7 reps. And why I like to go down the heavier I go up is because we want to build a muscle. And we want to use, I believe, fast twitch muscle fibers. So the more weight we use, the more emphasis you grow, and the less reps you do to preserve injury. Now when you lower the weight, you use more of the slow twitch muscle fibers, and that's when you can do more reps rather than less reps. Now we are on to 420 pounds. Yay! So now that we're on to 420 pounds, we are doing some powerlifting with 5 pounds. Fast twitch type 2 muscle fibers, explosive, strong, fatigue quickly, high weights, low reps, 3 to 6 reps range of 80% to 90% is 1 rep max. 420 is close to my 90% to 80%, 80 to 90% 1 rep max. So we're doing 3 to 6 reps. Now we're on to our next set. Now this is our burnout set. Our burnout set, now we're using our slow twitch muscle fibers. At 90%, not 90%, with 190 pounds, we are going for higher reps. So we're shooting for 25 repetitions, which is a lot considering that we did a heavy workload on powerlifting for 20. And slow twitch muscle fibers type 1, endurance, slow contraction, resistant to fatigue, low weights, high reps, 12 to 20 plus reps, which is exactly what we are doing. And you want to get the best of both worlds, because if you only get one versus the other, it's no fun. You want to train hard. You don't want to train soft or train weak. And that's why I like training both styles at the same time, because you get the best of both worlds. And you can clearly see that it's starting to be a bit harder as I do more reps. But it's good for the joints, so it's not like overdoing it at the same exact time. So now we are, in fact, logging out weight. That's what I like to do, log my weight and reps that I just did. And now we're going to drop it down to another burnout set of 100 pounds. We are just going to be using the machine. And right now we are shooting for about 25 reps. And as you can see, I'm going very slow and on the way down and fast on the way up. That's because I want to feel the burn on the way down while pushing up, because if I push down up slow, it's going to be 10 times harder and more fatigued versus the other way around. And we're trying to work our hamstrings here, so that's the perfect way how to do it. And so yeah, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the post notifications on the top right and never miss a video. Peace out.